Hello YouTube, welcome back over to GamingHouse, and you're just in time for lunch hour. Today we're going to be talking about Rainbow Six. I'm going to be talking about Rainbow Six Vegas 1, 2, and the upcoming Rainbow Six Siege. Now, of course, I already have a bunch of videos about Rainbow Six Vegas 1. Yeah, 1, because I never got around to 2. Sorry about that. But I'm pretty excited about Siege / wary about it because I am thirsty. I am starving for another Tom Clancy game and, in general, a tactical shooter. And this one looks interesting, but I'm kind of upset about the only gameplay that they've shown and emphasized on is multiplayer first. And I can understand that's a market. It's what people want to do nowadays, and it kind of upsets me a little bit that you would lead off with multiplayer and everything about story and co-op is mum's the word. And that's what worries me, because if this doesn't have a good story or a co-op mode or a bunch of other stuff I'm going to start talking about in more detail, it's going to be a pass for me, and it's going to make me upset. It's going to make me mad at you, Ubisoft. I'm going to be mad. I don't want to be mad. I want a Rainbow game, and I want to enjoy it, damn it. But starting off, things that look pretty interesting about Siege so far is the game mode. Assaulting the house, having more destruction than Battlefield. I'm going to make that joke because it does. It has a lot of destruction. You can pretty much level that house, it looks like. And it's an interesting tactical aspect. Yeah, there are probably going to be people that are going to be spraying through walls a lot, but in a sense, you can too, and it opens up a kind of field quasi-awareness, should really try to maybe be stealthy or approach this differently, because if I don't, well, that guy's going to shoot through that wall and cut me and my team down. But another thing that excites me, I had to pause there, sorry, I'm trying to remember things, and it's tactical insertions. Well, not like duties, but you get to pick essentially your spawn point. And I've been kind of waiting for a game to do this. Myself and probably others are like, oh, this would be a cool idea, and we talk about it amongst people, but we're not game developers. We're not able to implement these ideas. So it's cool to see someone finally doing it where we get to kind of pick our spawn point and drop in, especially with the helicopter for the rooftop scene they used. Excited about that. I hope those make a return for the campaign and such. Little rappel scenes, those were nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into things that I want to see carry over from what I experienced in Vegas 1 and 2. I've played older ones, not just those, but those were back when I was a child. And frankly, my only memories of those are me getting my ass kicked because I was a kid and couldn't quite understand how to use tactics at that young age in a video game. So things I want to hopefully carry over is, and these might be deal breakers for me, is I want Terrorist Hunt back over there. I want Terrorist Hunt in the damn game. I want it optimized. I want it instanced, randomized terrorists, not just randomly spawning behind me and killing me and such, but I want Terrorist Hunt. I really do. I'm a fan of co-op, in case you haven't realized at this point. I really want co-op in the game, so Terrorist Hunt, optimize it, get in there, maybe instance, randomize, makes each playing through different and special. Customization. I would like the character customization to be well beyond what was in Vegas 1 and 2. I want to customize look. I want to customize pretty much everything that's on my body, shoulder armor, leg armor, shirts, etc. Upgrade the gun customization. I'm going to go out there and say I want Gunsmith, because goddammit, when Future Soldier showed off Gunsmith, I was like, oh my god, everything that needs customization needs this from this point forward. And of course we haven't seen it since, so hopefully it makes a return at some point in time. That'd be nice. Hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. I want the ranking system to stay the same. And I want the reward for Elite to still be custom camouflage. One of the things that also worries me is there's going to be a lack of customization. Could it be, it's pre-alpha, what we were shown. But, everyone's wearing the same outfits in multiplayer, which if it's just for the multiplayer, sure, I'll be fine. But for story and co-op, I want a fully decked out character. I want to eventually be able to make my own camouflage. I don't care if it's other people make silly shenanigan camouflages, pure like red and stuff, whatever. Give us the option. Let us do those. For story-wise, since, you know, they haven't mentioned it, and it's supposed to be coming out in 2015 at some point, personally, I like most shooters nowadays to start adopting this method is like a part story. I'm going like SOCOM. Picture SOCOM. For those of you that were played it back in the day, I like their style of campaign, which is they had about, drawing from memory here, it's like 3 to 4 missions of you going against a certain faction in a certain area. Where it was like terrorist group and, let's see, I'm trying to like fighting off in Poland, fighting off in Albania, or in desert place of Middle East. And I would like them to adopt that kind of style. I hope they don't go casual and try to go for like Action Michael Bay kind of storyline, where it's blown out of proportion and ridiculous and made for essentially 16-year-olds that don't have any taste other than explosions. Not saying it's a bad thing, but for Rainbow Six, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I want to adopt that kind of campaign style, because I didn't mind the story in Vegas 1 and 2, but the Rainbow team is supposed to be a goddamn counter-terrorist unit, a global counter-terrorist unit. They're based over in Hereford, I think, over in the UK, basically where the SAS are based at, and it's because of the accessibility to airports and all that, and you can easily get to any point in the world from that location. So I'd hope they adopt that, and then it gives them the ability to kind of include a lot more environments, etc., and just don't make an Action Bay movie that's in America, and America, yeah! I want a global, go back to being global terrorist, counter-terrorist unit. Another thing I would like to keep is the rappel moments again from Rainbow Six 1 and 2. And those are pretty cool, because you sit in the helicopter, you usually get your dialogue, fill you in on the mission, or what's been going on in the last couple missions, or where you're going into, etc. But you would sit there and you could look around the helicopter and see your team, you know, whether it was in 1 you got to see you had 4 players, and in 2 you had only 1 other guy. But you got to look around the helicopter, see everyone all decked out, you know, get your dialogue fill in. You use that moment to customize your character before you rappel down into the shit. And I want them to keep that, because that was cool. That was a very cool, like, tiny, you know, sprinkling or frosting on the cake, if you will. It was delicious, and I liked it. And speaking of campaign, make it 4-player co-op, damn it. In Vegas 1, we had 4-player, but you cut out all the cutscenes and dialogue. In Vegas 2, we had you knocked it down to only 1 other person can join you in campaign. At least we got all our cutscenes and all that back. So for this one, for Siege, 4-player co-op, 4-player co-op story. Do it. I got nothing on multiplayer. I'm gonna let them mess with that, since that's the thing they're messing with. Of course, add recoil to the weapons, because they're supposed to be goddamn recoil. And we'll see how that plays out. And also, when players get their hand on multiplayer, it goes to shit anyway, and they take things they don't usually not meant to go, and they do that. So I'm not worried too much about multiplayer. I'll probably play it, but still, my main focus is story and co-op. So hopefully they don't mess those up. Things I'm gonna miss from Vegas, the cover system. I'm kind of upset they went with a lean system, just because most games I play don't quite get the lean system. Like, I like the one in Wolfenstein where they assigned it to a button, so you could lean it at any point in time you wanted to. You just had to hold the button, and then you could strafe up and down, left, right. I haven't really looked too far into it, nor understand what they did for it. But I'm upset the cover system's gone, because that was a moment where you could actually look at your character. You know, take cover against the wall, like, ooh yeah, I'm all decked out. Camouflage. Badassery. At its maximum right now. Oh crap, I'm getting shot at. Another thing, back to customization. This is all over the place. This is what lunch hour is. I'm all over the place. Deal with it. I hope they kind of capitalize. I think I've seen a couple interviews. Off the top of my head, I remember Angry Joe's he talked about the possibility of hopefully them capitalizing on Kinect and the other camera systems to bring back face cams and such for your character face. They had that back in Vegas 1 and 2 where if you bought the Xbox camera, you could take a picture of your face and they try to get it the best way they can to make it look like you, and they'd put your face on the character. If they don't have that, I won't be heartbroken. But it'd be cool for them to actually take advantage of this camera technology that they have, and, you know, it'd be nice for Kinect to have something. For those of us that still have it and haven't sold it back yet. And that's going to end lunch hour here. My ramblings are now over, as far as I know. As always, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. There's Twitter down in the description below. Follow me on updates. I try to keep it updated. This was supposed to get done over the weekend. I got distracted. You know. Anything worse that I can handle than money is my time. So as always, you're always welcome to come back over to GamingHouse for more gameplay and commentary.